What are you thinking about?
It's still thinking.
All right, I got it. It's good. Oh, real quick, while I was thinking about it, there was in the in the video game list of like games that are coming out, popular upcoming, there was I think, or no, it was on Xbox Game Pass. It was a RoboCop game, and I was like,
You just shoot people in the dick the whole time?
that's what I was hoping to be
A
honest.
dick shot simulator? Now I gotta go watch that after the episode.
We do have to watch that after the episode.
Yeah, let's do that after the episode. That's my favorite.
Let's do it together.
It's
Let's do
like,
it
yeah, that's a
together.
good thing. We'll hit play at the same time so we can watch the guy staring at his mangled penis, which is my favorite part. We're just trying to like put it back together. That's where I lose it. That's where
We gotta watch
every
this.
fucking
No,
time.
no, I lose it when they start jumping the fence.
jump the fence with their dicks out.
We keep talking about this pre-sode.
This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Oh, we're never gonna get through this fucking thing. Okay.
You already
just fast forward an hour and just get to the good part.
Oh my gosh.
Do it! Fucking do it!
Honestly, it should be more popular on the internet because it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
RoboCop with Jenna and then splicing that in and her not noticing because he wasn't super paying attention to the film was a highlight of the whole relationship.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
here we go. I'll try to start this. You're starting. Hold on.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
We should have talked about RoboCop. That's my bad. I brought it up.
Just a mistake.
I brought it up. Shoot.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Hey, how's your week been?
Dude, it's been pretty good. I actually have an interview for a new job next week, so I'm kind of excited for that.
Oh, that's cool. Is it a promotion?
Dude, get this. It's for a CHRO position. The head of HR at some space company or something. I don't really know what it is, but it would be a huge promotion.
Wait, what company?
Hold on, let me look. It's called Astronomer. Yeah, head of HR. Crazy, right?
You know why that position is open, right?
Why would I know that? Anyway, the application was crazy simple. It didn't even ask about my work history or anything. It had lots of questions about like how many concerts I go to each year. It was asking a lot if like I've ever considered an inter-office relationship and asked if I like quid pro quo types of perks.
You love all of those things.
Yeah, bro, I'm a shoo-in for sure.
You just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
And this is Peterson.
And we're all yellow. I actually don't know any.
Why are we all yellow? Oh, Coldplay. Oh, Coldplay. Yeah. I know Coldplay songs, but I can't think of one right now.
I know of Coldplay songs.
I have a few on my playlist. Like, there's a few ones that I like.
Yeah, talk to high school JD. He could identify a handful of Coldplay songs. Current JD, no, I'm not gonna go canoodle in public at a Coldplay.
Do you want to go to a Coldplay concert with me though, for real?
Oh well, if it's gonna be us, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that'd be good for us.
Kind of nice. Just a little hug.
Just a little snug session.
You would fit pretty well. We've never tried that before. But I feel like
our height difference.
You would fit Little Spoon real nice in here.
In here.
Get in here.
Just get up in here, buddy.
Come on, Little Spoon in here.
Dude, if you can't spoon with your bros, like, are they even your bros?
What are we even fucking doing this for? Why did I even show up? Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right. News this week is brought to us by Crave Cookies. Crave Cookies. Go to cravecookies.com. Get the Crave Cookies app. Go on Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, maybe. Just get Uber Eats, get Crave Cookies, and shove them in your face hole.
Shove 'em in
Shove 'em in
your
your
face.
fist face.
You wanted me to play that commercial? Is that why you want me to do
I
this?
heard that commercial recently on an old episode. It made me very, very happy.
It's so good.
It's really good stuff. Grave Cookies sponsors our news segment, if you guys hadn't figured that out by now. And they also have a rotating menu that comes out every Friday. The connection there is that we spoil that menu for you on Tuesday.
We would say
when the
spoiler alert,
podcast
but this
drops.
is like the reason why you're listening to the podcast. To get
Half
this
of our
info.
listeners are just tuning in for their cookie drops, their
Mhm.
early cookie drops. So without further ado, let me run you through what we've got coming up. This Friday at Crave Cookies, we've got Campfire S'more is the monthly still. I think that's the last one. Yep. It is the last week of the month to get both the Campfire S'more and the Dubai Chocolate. These are two very popular cookies. And they're going to be out. They're going to be out. Next up, the Bueno. I know Peterson's a big fan of this guy.
Yes.
The Bueno's coming back.
Dude, I'm going to go get some too because I got to go to Park City next week. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you'll have to come in.
Just on the way.
I might be able to slip you a box of Bueno bars. I bought probably too many. The Ghirardelli Chocolate Caramel Sea Salt.
Wait, say it again. Say that again.
Ghirardelli Chocolate Caramel Sea Salt.
Got it. Okay, I'm in.
So it's a dark chocolate cookie covered and filled with caramel and sprinkled with sea salt. The baked butter beer, which I love because it's easy to make and it tastes exactly like a butter beer at Harry Potter Land. The chilled cookies and cream, which is essentially a giant deconstructed Oreo. And then, of course, our chocolate chip, which has Ghirardelli in it, Ghirardelli chocolate in it. So get on down to Crave Cookies and get your cookie on. Steam is removing a bunch of sex games from Steam to keep banks and credit card companies happy, but good luck removing them all.
Boo.
Boo, we want our sex games. We just got into this.
Yeah, we just barely started playing sex games.
Started sex games, and you're going to take this from us?
But don't take this from me.
Yeah.
Please.
This is the only
I can't live like this, okay? I need these sex games in my life.
I became so hopelessly addicted to them. The P word. Dude, I start getting fucking ads for that on YouTube, and I'm like, wrong audience.
For what?
Well, it's like these anti-porn commercials. But they're not like commercials. It's like YouTubers that have crafted an identity about being anti-porn. But they call it the P word. I guess if you're that far down the rabbit hole, the word porn itself is a trigger that makes you go look at porn.
You just immediately start masturbating, like right away.
And I fucking hate it, dude. I'm like, A, not going to stop. B, no desire to. And C, if we can't even have an adult conversation about this using the actual word.
Don't say it.
Non-starter. Non-starter.
Say it. Say it.
If you
say
can't
the
say porn, I'm not gonna we're like little fucking little kids here. The P word. Fuck you.
JD, our ad algorithms are very different because mine today was straight up just a huge penis. Porn. Like a huge penis today. Is like, yeah.
Abby says we have to say corn. So we don't get triggered.
What, you want me to start getting turned on by corn?
Yes.
Like, what if I'm trying to eat a meal and someone's like, I made corn on the cob, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
I'm like, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Go to the bathroom. I can't at this point.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Peterson is not allowed at any other family cook-offs anymore. He can't go. Hey, we're grilling corn on the cob. Peterson's like, fuck.
No.
Fuck.
Not again. Just like.
So this is the world that we live in, that Steam is now anti the P word. And this is, let's see, we were recently notified that this is from Valve. We were recently notified that certain games on Steam may violate the rules and standards set forth by our payment processors, that is the credit card companies, Visa, MasterCard, and their related card networks and banks. As a result, we are retiring those games from being sold on the Steam store, not because loss of payment methods would prevent customers from being able to purchase other titles and game content on Steam. So basically, they're holding us hostage, is what Steam is saying. And look, I'll be honest. These games are not about the P word. These games are fucking vile and gross.
No, yeah, like
we're not defending the games that Steam removed. Absolutely not. There were incest, rape fantasy games. Not good content. And Steam probably could have just cleaned this up on their own. And no one would have blinked or batted an eye at this. But the idea that banks and credit card companies are now the moral police, the morality police, that seems like a real slippery slope there. Especially since this was tacked on, I think Snorgle posted this in our Discord, is that there was an Australian anti-porn group claiming responsibility for this. And from what I read, it seems like probably good chance that they had some part that they played in it. This group is called Collective Shout. And they wrote that over 1,000 people called and emailed these payment processor companies, so credit card companies, as part of a larger campaign to get this stuff removed. And I think that's the overall goal, is you start with the easy targets, the incest games, and then you work your way down the list, because now you have a proven strategy that works. And now you can get the porn games. And then you can start getting the games that have like mature themes in them. And then before long, we're all playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And this Australian...
Now, that's a porn game. That's a porn game. You can't play that one.
Yeah, can't call it Hello Kitty.
Don't say that.
So I will. So this woman, this in charge or whatever of Collective Shout, who founded it, who I think identifies as a pro-life feminist.
Got it.
Just gonna leave that. Fucking hilarious tweet. Because people were blowing her up. People are not happy about this. And on Twitter, they're taking it very tactfully.
Oh, yeah, I bet they're always really tactful on Twitter.
And so this, despite everything, despite my disagreement with her and her methods and her whole ideology, this tweet was fucking masterful. She says, all these porn-sick, brain-rotted pedo gamer fetishists are so desperate to get their hands on Rape My Little Sister incest games, they're now exchanging clues on how to find them so they don't all die overnight. That's like one of the best tweets I've ever read.
That is amazing, to be 100% honest.
Porn-sick, brain-rotted pedo gamer fetishists? If
Dude,
I could rip out insults
coming
like
so
that,
hard.
Oh my god, it goes really fucking hard. I love that. I wish I could just capture like a little piece of that when I'm insulting people on this podcast, because that is masterful. Now I'm doing it live and I'm talking, but I don't think I could write something that great.
No. That would take me 2 hours to think of.
Yes.
And I wouldn't even get halfway there.
Like, so that was just for posterity. I'm gonna read it one more time because I just love it.
Say it with so the vitriol that it deserves.
Yes. All these porn-sick, brain-rotted pedo gamer fetishists are so desperate to get their hands on Rape My Little Sister incest games, they're now exchanging clues on how to find them so they don't all die overnight.
So they don't all die overnight.
Yeah, she brings so much vitriol to this tweet. I'm like looping back around. I'm like, maybe she's got a point.
Are they like? Yeah, I guess. Like,
can you be that mad without being kind of right? Fuck,
dude. Wait.
With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
How dare she come after us? How dare she?
Nintendo can brick your Switch 2 for piracy in the United States, but not in Europe. So, sail across the Atlantic.
Have you read into this very much? Like, I don't remember if we've talked about it a lot, but like how they have these super strict rules where they can literally brick your console, and they're like, "There's nothing. Once we do it, there's nothing we can do. There's no going back." That's what they said, and they're like,
And it's in the end user license agreement, which why do we have to keep fucking talking about end user license agreements? This is supposed to be a fun, lighthearted podcast.
Oh,
Here we are.
That
sifting
ship sailed
through
years ago.
pages of like legal documentation that everyone ignores but clicks a little box to say that they agree to.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky companies like Ubisoft slipping in shit like they can just like make you burn your video games. And now Nintendo's going to brick your console, and if you want to play the Switch 2, you have to agree to this. So the pertinent part of the EULA, which is also confusing too, because it's end user, not Europe. So that throws me off every time I see it too. The blah, 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 talking about piracy, all the shit that they don't want you to do. And then this is the pertinent part. Quote, you acknowledge that if you fail to comply with the foregoing restrictions, Nintendo may render the Nintendo account service and or the applicable Nintendo device permanently unusable in whole or in part.
Yeah.
On the other side of the pond, though, in Europe, Nintendo can only block access to the pirated games, and it under no circumstances can they block or brick the console because Europe has proper consumer protections.
Yeah, theirs are way better than ours. This is what we're like. I didn't even know about this until
Our
we started doing the
protections are
podcast.
protecting the companies and the billionaires.
Yeah.
Which, hey, at least we know who the targets are. Microsoft has finally given up on trying to be the next Blockbuster Video.
What do they do? I didn't even know they were doing that. So
they've been doing it for like 20 years. As of, I think, what was it, like Friday maybe? You can no longer purchase new movies or TV shows from the Microsoft Store on Xbox or Windows. I'm sorry. Who is doing this?
That's what I was.
Raise your fucking hand.
If you're in the
ever
yeah,
bought, I don't know, Independence Day from 1996 on your Xbox for some reason.
If you've done that, you need to come out and just say it.
You need to raise your hand.
Like we're gonna mock you for a little bit, but like you need to take.
No, it's gonna be a long.
You know what I'm saying?
A long time. I'm gonna mock you for a while because in terms of buying,
we'll never let you forget about it. To be honest, like that's who you are now.
Here's why. Here's why you deserve all the mockery and scorn. Is because this started. This whole thing, the legacy of Microsoft's like video store, whatever, started out on the Zune marketplace in 2006. I don't know what
you're saying right now. The Zune marketplace. Oh my goodness.
Zune, the Zune. You remember the Zune?
Yeah, I remember.
2006, and then eventually it turned into Xbox Video in 2012. It took them 6 years to convert from Zune marketplace to Xbox Video, and then
Zune had great marketing.
3 years later, it was just called the Movies and TV app and store in 2015.
I want to see some numbers on this. Like, who were the people that were like, how many people are actually using this, and like, why? I can't understand.
Yeah, because the support that is required for this. That not only do you have to have the servers that you're paying for to host all this content, but yeah, you have to go out and make deals with movie studios and companies and pricing. Like there are probably hundreds of people's jobs that revolve around keeping the Microsoft TV and video store up. What?
Honestly, like, I'd be embarrassed if I was in that department. Like, hey, you work at Microsoft. What do you do? And you're like, I don't
want to talk
doesn't
about
matter.
It. This is the perfect thing, though, that sums up everything that is wrong with Microsoft in 2025. Is they're just trying to do everything, and they're not doing a good job of anything.
Yeah, they lost their focus because they tried, like you said, they tried to just like, they spread themselves too thin, so they're not great at anything.
Yeah, a mile wide and an inch deep. Like, they don't do anything particularly well anymore. They just do everything, and they just suck at it. So here we have someone that is... they're basically ceding territory to Amazon, Apple TV, and Netflix on their own platforms. Just like they started selling PlayStation games on their own platforms. They basically just like, they've just given up.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention hundreds of millions of dollars over the last 20 years that they've spent and invested into this to just throw in the towel when you need to trim up the budget a little bit. What have you learned as a company, as one of the largest companies on earth? What have you gleaned from this? What have you taken away from it? How has this made you a stronger, better firm long term? What are we doing? What the fuck is Microsoft? This is like every company. This is the future of like corporations in America in the 21st century. Like this is where we're all headed. Like just a million companies trying to do everything, doing a piss poor job of everything, and just focusing on quarterly profits. And then after like decades of failure, just like quietly closing up shop on your failures and moving on. And no one, dude, their stock price probably went up.
All you gotta do is make an announcement.
Their stock price went up on this news.
Good. Stock price up.
So over capitalism. God damn it.
You are?
God
what?
Damn it.
I didn't know. I don't think I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, I know. It's a new political thing that I've got going on.
I think as long as I've known JD, he has not been a fan of capitalism. It's been a while.
The worst system we have. Ubisoft CEO is finally taking a stance against supporting their own games.
Okay, wait. You have to say that again. He's taking a stance against
Guillermo he's putting his foot down and he's being strong and he's standing up for what is right.
Oh,
that is not supporting Ubisoft games. Fuck that. I hate that. This is going back this beat we've been following for a minute here, the Stop Killing Games initiative. That started with The Crew, which is a Ubisoft title.
Mm-hmm.
And this was essentially a single player game that required a constant online presence. And when Ubisoft got tired of supporting that, they just shut it down for everybody. So this movement kind of emerged from that, which is basically just like a wide protest. And it's very Eurocentric, I'd say right now.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows nothing like this would ever get off the ground in America. And the idea here is that they're just trying to require game studios, especially that this isn't to say League of Legends needs to constantly be supported in all perpetuity. First of all, because it's free. Second of all, because it's an online focused game. But this is like single player games that you've spent money on to play. Mm-hmm. And like there's physically no way for you to play them anymore because the studio just like cuts it off. Imagine if you bought a DVD, and I have DVDs that are 25 years old, and I plugged it into my DVD player and it just didn't fucking work anymore.
You're like, no.
What the fuck? I would be very unhappy with that. But that we just accept that.
Bizarre.
Wouldn't
We'd
that
be
be
like,
weird?
I guess that's where we're at.
That's what happens with The Crew. You go buy a used copy of The Crew at GameStop and you slide it into your Xbox. It won't fucking work.
Also, if you remember, though, I think it was The Crew. There were people who were like, hey, we want to keep a server up and running. Would you allow us to do that on our own dime? We want to do this. There are people or groups who want to do that. And the companies are like no, why? No way. We need to control it. And since we don't want to, we're just going to shut it off.
Yeah, so someone asked Yi Guillermo at the company's most recent shareholder meeting about the Stop Killing Games initiative specifically, which, you know, being based in Europe, in Paris, is pretty pertinent for them. And he says, this is an issue we've been dealing with, but this issue is not specific to Ubisoft. Seems kind of specific. Well, all video game publishers are faced with that issue. You provide a service, but nothing is written in stone. And at some point, the service may be discontinued. Nothing is eternal. Thanks, Yi. That's so helpful. I like the getting existential at a shareholder meeting. Fuck yourself.
He's like waxing poetic at the shareholder meeting.
Which is funny. He says nothing is etched in stone. And then he goes on to say, players and buyers are forewarned that eventually the game may be discontinued. We're doing our best to make sure that things go well for our players and buyers. Dude, your best sucks. I hate to
Ubisoft's best is not great.
Your best is fucking terrible.
No, honestly, no, 'cause that's a bold-faced lie because they are not, because we have seen Ubisoft's best in the existence of this podcast. Early on, Ubisoft
It
was
was
on
their best.
fire. That was their
Yeah.
best. They're not doing their best. They are
No.
doing some of their worst work they've ever done right now.
But the idea that he says that nothing is written in stone, he's like, except for the end user license agreement, that is more permanent than the 10 fucking commandments.
Except they can
That
change it whenever they
actually-
want.
Yeah, that's written in stone. That's our thing. But nothing for you guys. Fuck the
Mm,
consumers. And by the way, every
here we
single
go.
part of this statement is so fucking disingenuous and shitty.
What?
Because this is not, dude, this is, okay, so go back to this quote. He says, you provide a service, but nothing is written in stone, and at some point the service may be discontinued. You lying sack of shit. That is not what Stop Killing Games is asking for. They want the game to be playable at all without constant support. You
Right.
stupid motherfucker. You just recolor the whole argument to fit your own narrative, and then you're like, whoa, we're not going to do that. That's crazy. That thing I just made up in my head is fucking crazy. Out there swinging at straw men and winning. Good job, guy. He's just,
so you come crawling back, you cheap sack of shit.
Exactly.
I actually didn't mean to push that, but I pushed it.
No,
and we're
that
going
works.
with it.
No, I just I think that's the approach. At least from Ubisoft, I do feel like that will be the approach. Is that they're like, oh, well, we can't support all of our games forever, which just like openly ignoring and just
Like that's not what they're trying to go for here.
what they're saying. They're like, no,
Yeah.
I bought a game, I want to play it. Once the servers do go offline, because I recognize that will happen. We don't want you to design your games to explode which, by the way, shouldn't be that fucking hard. This is how they made games for 40 goddamn years before you stupid assholes came along and decided everything needs to be online constantly so we can always be selling you something so we have an online store. No one in the history of any video game fucking ever has played a video game, enjoyed it, and then sat back and was like, God, you know what this game's missing? An online store.
I wish I could have bought more stuff.
I just want to buy more shit.
Like honestly, this is like an 8 out of 10. Bump it up to a 9 if you let me pay more money for things
You know,
that
this
don't
game
matter.
could really use as a battle pass. With
You're like,
loot
this is a
boxes?
single player offline game. You're like, I don't know.
I just think a battle pass would be fucking awesome.
Can I get more gambling? Actually, hold on.
Well,
Hold on.
Can I get gambling where the winnings are not money? That sounds like the perfect gambling for me.
That I'll gamble anyway. So we actually
I
now I want to gamble. I'm back up the online.
I shouldn't have said the G word.
Dude, you got me hard as a rock right now. The G word. You said gambling, bro. I'm shuffling cards right now.
Yeah, is that what you call it now? Shuffling cards.
You want to shuffle some cards? Let me show you my card tricks. All right.
Let me show you my jokers.
I'm sorry to inform you. Welcome to another company reset. I hope you've updated your resume. 'Cause you've just been laid off.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Love some good layoffs. Cleaning up the balance sheet. Ruining people's lives. I love it. So good. 300 layoffs are coming to the studio that just made the Oblivion remaster.
Thanks for your work, guys.
Cut them.
Toast.
This is Virtuous without the second U. It was very confusing to me. Which apparently has 4,000 employees. Here's a game studio you have never heard of before.
4,000?
It has 4,000 employees and has worked on so many AAA games that you have heard of. It's a support studio. This is kind of cool. They're based in Singapore. They have offices all over the world, and they're like ringers. They're like the guys you call when you need to get your game across the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
They worked on the Call of Duty games. They do ports. They do art support, dev support, remasters, whatever you need Virtuous steps in and just like pushes your game across the finish line. It's fucking cool. That's a cool like niche.
Yeah.
I think. They worked on a laundry list of big games, major titles, and honestly, with 4,000 employees, and they just finished up the Oblivion remaster, which I don't think did like gangbusters.
It did okay. It did okay. Like
They
I know
also-
people that played it.
Yeah, they also worked
Okay.
on Suicide Squad, so that probably wasn't super great for them. So 300 layoffs seems almost like housekeeping in a normal sense, like a normal video game studio. Once you wrap a project, generally like a film, you are kind of dropping headcount. 300 is a lot at one time, but in terms of like, does this fit the mold of companies just trying to like juice their profit margins by cutting heads? I don't think this fits. I think this is like a normal-ish layoff.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
300
sucks.
is a lot. 300
It's
is a
fuck
lot.
ton. Yeah.
But
And then you've got AI coming in. This, I feel like I would attribute this more to like the AI layoffs than the trend chasing sociopathic CFO layoffs that we've been dealing with over the last 2 years.
no, and also there's probably an element of like a lot of games have been canceled lately, like big AAA. It sounds like these guys do a lot of that work.
Yep.
And so a lot of these
Great
games are
point.
getting canceled before they get to the point where these guys would jump in and
That's
like
a really
help
good
it cross the finish line.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think they're probably just like
I guess
having a hard time finding work.
This one makes sense. So many of the layoffs that we cover don't make fucking sense. They're not logical or rational in any way, shape, or form. This one, I can understand. Like, you could sit me in a boardroom and give me an hour-long presentation. I'd be like, yeah, probably needed to cut 300 people. Not a lot.
But can
of
I
other
pick
stuff.
the people? I want to pick them.
I want to look at their children. I want to look at pictures of their children when I fire them.
We're gonna start with who has recently had a child. Gone. Those are the first ones out.
Anyone
like a
recently
cold
bought a
deal.
house, took on a new mortgage, something like that? I would love
Yeah.
a list of those guys.
Yeah,
first.
can we get those people?
Also laid off the laid off King staff. King is
The company king.
almost as bad of a name as astronomer for a company.
Yeah. that's true.
But the King's I don't even know how to fucking read this.
Staff
being
at
repla-
King.
The staff at King is being replaced by AI tools that they helped build.
That feels good.
Which is about right. 200. This is the guys. King is also part of the Activision Blizzard King. That was like all part of this deal. So they're currently owned by Microsoft. So of course there's layoffs. And they made Candy Crush. That's basically what they are.
That's
They're
their
the Candy
thing,
Crush
yeah.
spot.
Mhm.
They got all sorts of mobile games, cheap, shitty ones. The ones that you like find on your mom's phone. You're like, you play this? She's like, yeah, like way too much. That's King. They make those. 200 people. And they've also put a bunch of people on. Have you heard? You must have heard of this term, gardening leave.
I haven't heard of that.
Wow. Maybe it's
Gardening
a UK thing
leave.
called gardening leave. You can
What does that
Google it.
mean?
That's what I was confused about. Basically, what they do is they continue to pay you. They continue to dole out your benefits, but you have no access to company property anymore. Which is like, for me, that's the best job I could ever hope. There's no
Oh,
pay.
I
Just
have
sit at
heard of
home.
that. I didn't know that it was called gardening.
Well, that sounds
leave.
fucking perfect because that's exactly what I would do. If you paid me money and continued paying my benefits, I would be gardening.
Hmm.
So anyway, number 200 may go up when people are removed from gardening leave. When they're weeded out. Ooh, that's
If you were building an AI, if you're building an AI tool at your company, just know, like, you're training your replacement essentially.
Like, how do you
you
not
need to
see
do a
that?
really bad job. Like, you need to do a really bad job, right?
Yeah, teach it wrong. Teach it to be stupid.
Yeah, do the stupidest stuff. That's what you really
Reward
need to
its bad behavior.
do.
And then the best part is if your boss comes to you, is like, why are you doing such a shitty job? You're like, dude, it's the AI.
The
I
AI
just
is
can't get this shit to work. It's so dumb.
it's crazy. I'm programming stuff, and it's programming stuff ahead of me. That's because that's what
backwards. Yeah, I
Your
can't.
look,
I can't.
your boss is an idiot. Like, just get that through your head, and you'd be like, "Oh no, we need to slow this down." But the real problem
Universally.
is, you have one coworker who's like that guy who's like, "I'm going to do a great job and kill this. I'm going to do so good at this," and he's like programming the AI way too good. So you need to counter that by doing some really stupid things.
No,
So
your boss will
just-
never know.
Yeah.
Is a moron. So mobilegamer.biz, the website, talked to a number of laid off staff to get some deets. And here are some deets. That a lot of the staff that will be cut will be effectively replaced by the AI tools they built and trained. One staffer claims that employees are being targeted by HR for loudly expressing dissatisfaction internally, which I think is a fucking awesome tactic for HR. Fire the people that are already pissed.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how's your morale? Low? Good. You're
Good.
out.
You're gone.
Thanks for telling me, idiot.
Yeah, thanks for having a
Should have
shitty
pretended to
attitude.
be happy.
Fired, dumbass. Should have smiled more. King told staff that they
Should have gone to the
present-
concert with me. Should have gone to the concert with me.
Should have been my little spoon at the Coldplay concert. King will be presenting a new org chart in September after union negotiations. I'm sure those will go really well.
Yeah, it's gonna go great.
But yeah, most staff are going to be in limbo until then. Hey, 2 months of gardening's not bad. And a recent internal survey showed that morale was at an all-time low before the layoffs. So now it's, quote, in the gutter.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Which is great. Because now you got to fire all those grumps. Who wants to work
Honestly-
with Oscar the Grouch?
honestly, I'm gonna do my positive spin on this. Good for them. You know what I mean? They've hit rock bottom, so now there's the only way they can go is up. You know, or dissolution as a company.
Morale
completely, but-
cannot be worse.
Yeah, like they were like morale was already the worst it's ever been. We're gonna lay some people off, and now everything we do is gonna just feel so good to all these employees. Like,
You know who never gets bad morale? The robots.
well,
The AI is always just happy as pigs and shit to be just eating and doing whatever we tell it to do.
yeah, I don't
HR
know.
is drooling over being AIR instead.
AIR air.
Mhm.
Oh no, that doesn't bode well for
Easy
me.
to breathe.
You don't think HR is going to be eliminated right away when AI? It's already happening.
That's true.
I have idiot coworkers who are like, we have an AI tool, and they're like, I use it to help draft hard emails or like have hard conversations.
Bitch,
And I
your
was like,
whole job is
That's
to
like-
draft hard emails.
that's like what you do. Like, you
What
probably
would you
shouldn't.
say
You probably shouldn't be in
you
this.
do here.
line of work.
I'm
I
a
don't even know how to
people person.
access our AI tool. I don't even know how to get into it. And people are always talking about like, oh, it's really helpful, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, they're gonna see how your usage stats on that, and see 80% of your job is spent on the AI tool, and they're gonna be like, "How do we just like round off that last 20%?" Give me a break.
Yerp.
So let's see. Oh, this is the last quote here. The Candy Crush teams were described as being in a state of constant but low attrition. Constant attrition. Any company. That's what you want. You want people constantly dripping out and just quitting.
I mean,
What
it's
is this,
weird
an
that-
Amazon warehouse? What the fuck? How
It's
could you
weird
get
that they would
anything
even say
done?
that. That's just like constant but low attrition is actually just like normal. Like I think 5 to 9% is like very normal attrition. If that's your attrition rate, you're like, that's people just getting other jobs at other places. Like that's pretty normal. So it's weird that they would even bring it up.
But they said King HR is an absolute shit show and has
Mm.
been for years. An extreme example of an HR department whose role it is to protect the company, not the staff. Hey,
Everyone says that.
some HR departments' role is to get dicked down by the CEO. So they're not.
I'm trying to
all
get in
bad.
on that. I reached out to my site executive this today. And I was like, "Hey Ted, you want to go to a concert with me?" And he said no. So I was like, "What am I even doing? I'm gonna go find another job."
Yeah, I can't do this.
Stupid.
No, because you went to TED. You should have gone. Who's the CEO of Boeing? That's who you need to go to.
Kelly Ortberg.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah, it's a guy named Kelly.
sounds hot.
I'd hit it.
Yeah, I mean,
come on. He's making a lot of money.
he's kind of rich. Probably afford box seats. All right, riblets, meat chunks of news. Just little nibs. Nibs. Not enough meat on the bone for a whole rib. This one comes to us from Snorgle. By the way, a lot of these news stories you guys sent to us, and I just forget to give you guys that attribution. I think LL Whoops sent us the Microsoft store story. Silverthorn sent us the sex game story.
Thank you for that one.
It's on the doc here, you guys. I just forget to read it. I do give you credit for me and Peterson, so we know, I guess. Fallout 5 is now reportedly fully greenlit.
I can't wait till they cancel it. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
This is coming out of the latest episode of the Xbox 2 podcast, quoting the Windows Central executive editor Jez Corden, who said, from what he heard, there was a forward push for Fallout 5 and Fallout in general, which led to it came at the expense of ZeniMax Online's MMO Blackbird. If you remember, we talked about that a couple weeks ago, the one that Phil Spencer couldn't put down. He was loving it so much. And so they're like, well, no, we can't make that. We can't make anything. We got to make Fallout 5, which leads me to ask the question. What the fuck is wrong with Microsoft that in 2025, what 10 years after Fallout 4 came out, 2 or 3 years after the wildly successful TV show came out, that this still needed to be greenlit? I'm sorry, did somebody greenlight Return of the Jedi? Did someone greenlight Avengers Endgame? What the fuck? Who needs to greenlight Fallout 5? This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever read.
This should have just been a given.
How is this not already in production? How is this already not like a year or two from release? The fact that you're just sitting on your haunches, just like, maybe we should make the next Fallout game, is so just emblematic of every fucking thing that's wrong with Microsoft. Talking about a mile wide and an inch deep. You guys are sitting on Fallout 5, and you're like, maybe we should make that.
Should we do it? Should we start? Should we start?
5? Hey, what about the next Elder Scrolls games? We did have this thing. We revealed like a trailer back when there was still E3. Maybe we should make the next Elder Scrolls game.
Like,
greenlight it.
The real problem is we don't like to work on these anymore. We don't like to actually do work.
Did they make Fallout 3 with like 80 people or something? You need to greenlight 80 salaries at a company that's like hundreds of thousands of people. What the fuck is wrong with Microsoft, Phil Spencer, just everything?
I don't know why
this
even needed to be a discussion. Like, this should have been it should have been like years ago. They should have been like Fallout 5, and they'd be like,
we should be on Fallout 6. Like, honest to Christ, we get a new Call of Duty game every goddamn year. We get a new FIFA game every fucking year, and we have to wait decades between.
And they have
Fallout
to sit
games?
there and like twiddle their thumbs over if they want to make another Fallout game that made so much money.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They don't like to do actual work anymore. Patrick says because Bethesda can't make games anymore, and that feels cheeky, but it also feels super true. Like, that's not what they do anymore. That's not their thing. Their thing is laying people off.
They're good at it, though. This one also came to us from LL Whoops. There's new Minecraft skins that cost over $300.
Why?
Okay, so it's not necessarily skin because you do get a bonus, but this is the partnership or a collab, as the children say, with luxury jewelry brand Swarovski. Swarovski, the S word. They are putting out pricey crystal collectibles of Minecraft characters.
Why?
And then they come with a skin in the game. Okay, you say why.
Yeah.
But then I learned that they had a earlier collaboration a year or two ago with Pokemon.
Yeah.
And they released a crystal-studded Master Ball, and I want it. It was only $1,000. Look, if you even have like a moderate amount of wealth and you're stupid, $1,000 Master Ball that's like covered in crystals is kind of cool. And they're going for like $2,000 on eBay, so apparently they only appreciate in value. So if you're like a huge mark for Minecraft shit, and you're sick of all the Minecraft pops, this is essentially like a super pop. That's what this is.
I mean,
It's kind of cool.
It just seems like the weirdest mashup because Swarovski. They're like known for like high end crystal. Like that's what they do. You go to Europe. That's what my mom did. She bought some Swarovski's crystal wherever they make it there, and like. It's like old people stuff, right? It's like stuff that your grandma has on her
that
piano.
When you die, nobody fucking wants.
Yeah.
That's what they make. Which every time I see crystal anything, I'm like, you could sell this in a mall. Like
they do.
I'm sorry, your whole company is fucking bogus because you could just sell it in like a mall that sells those like cheap ninja swords.
Oh my gosh. That's
what I
the
see.
exact store I was thinking of.
That's what I fucking see. I'm sorry. You could church it up all you fucking want. You're selling mall junk to old boomers.
Mall tchotchkes.
Sorry. Mall tchotchkes, which is like $300 for a mall tchotchke. Yeah, sure. That's fucking fine.
It is. Much. So it just seems like a weird mashup, though. I don't know. They'll probably sell out right away, like immediately.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. No, this seems like a better. You know what it is emblematic. What it's telling us is that the boomer market's dying, and Swarovski knows that shit. They're like, people can only fill so many china cabinets, and they're all kind of full up.
You're like, you know what? I did inherit a china cabinet, and it has lights in it. You know, it would be super cool in there. Minecraft Steve, that's made of crystal. You put that light behind him. Yeah,
dude, it's just fancy pops.
A Pokeball.
And when we all die, when the fucking millennials die, no one's gonna want our goddamn pops.
They're not gonna
want those.
They're not gonna want our Swarovski
because they won't burn in the trash can fires that our children are cooking rats over.
They're like, if it doesn't burn, we don't want junk.
If it doesn't burn and it's not food, what are we doing with it? I can't wait for our children to curse our existence. Let's see. A last one up here is a Blursty nominee. An esports player put out an apology for his offensive gamer tag. That gamer tag being Hitler.
He puts out a statement that's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like,
I'm so grateful
I didn't know it was gonna be so bad
for educating me to the history. Let's see. I have changed my eSword. So he said he's changed it from Hitler to Henry. Hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know why Henry is so.
Hitler
I was
adjacent.
laughing at that.
Henry is English for Hitler. He says, I've changed my esports ID to Henry. Thank you to those who helped me realize this. I'm sorry. Who were they? Was it Google or Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Who helped you realize that Hitler may not be a good gamer tag?
This idiot.
And it sounds like multiple people had to fucking help him out on this. Not like
bro,
my mom called me and smacked me in the back of the head and was like, don't make your gamer tag Hitler. It was like, I had a conversation with like my team and my manager and a number of people online, and I arrived at the conclusion that Hitler is bad.
Oh, wow. Like, how did you get there? That's crazy. I'd love to hear that. The funny thing is that I just know. Look, I have teenagers. He picked it because he was trying to be some teenage edgelord.
Yeah.
And he just ended up there because he's good at whatever their PUBG, I think, PUBG Mobile.
I'm so good at PUBG Mobile.
I know. Don't dive too deep into that. It's real sad.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave that just right there. You guys can drop from that. What do you want?
He was just trying to be an edgelord. These are like these kids who go on and start just screaming the N-word in lobbies because they're like, look how edgy I can be. That's this guy. And he's like, I didn't know Hitler was bad.
Well, okay, so here's some context. Is that according to the India gaming outlet, India Today Gaming, Hitler is sometimes used casually in India to refer to strict people and is far less taboo than elsewhere in the world. So is that to say you're like, Mom, you're being so Hitler right now?
Oh my
because
gosh,
she's
you're
like
being
asking
such
you
a
to clean your
Hitler.
room, which
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So somehow in the history education in India, we've gotten our wires crossed because, guys, Hitler wasn't notoriously strict.
That wasn't, yeah, his
That
thing.
wasn't like
He
the
wasn't
thing that
known for
Hitler
his
was
being
known for.
strict.
He was a fucking monster. One of history's greatest monsters. And you're
it was
calling
like,
him
you're
strict?
calling your mom a Hitler. Ugh,
What
you're a
the
real Hitler. It's like, wow.
Where? What?
Yeah.
Do they not have Wikipedia in India? What? You read the first like couple lines of his the article on Hitler,
like,
and
bro,
you're
this
like,
guy sounds
"Oh, man,
strict.
God, he sounds so strict. I guess if you're Jewish and strict is extermination, then you're like, yeah, strict as hell.
It's punishment. That's
Oh,
their
wow.
punishment.
He's being
He
so
is
strict on
pretty
us.
strict.
What the fuck? I didn't know where to go with this.
Yeah. Oh, his team name.
their
We didn't talk about his team name.
Their team name was Aryan.
Aryan.
Dude, cancel him.
Yeah.
Henry.
Like,
no
what?
Henry. No nothing. You guys are
He's
just
like,
canceled. You're
He's
fucking
like, we didn't
out.
know it. It's like, it sounds like you knew, honestly.
No, it sounds like you need to go read like 18
Is
books.
the other teammate named like Goebbels or whatever his name is?
Goebbels.
Like, yeah, like what do we
Goebbels, Himmler, they just named it after his fucking cabinet.
like we didn't know. We had no idea. And you're like, it seems like you did though. It seems like you did.
Why'd you what the fuck? Like, you
I
seem to
don't
have like a pretty good like Aryan isn't just like you just picked that one out of a hat. Like you did a little bit of research.
Also, they actually entered competitions with the team name Aryan. Like, how did that fly? Where
it's
are
PUBG
we?
Mobile. You think they've got a lot of like community moderation going on with PUBG
I
Mobile?
actually don't. Yeah,
The
I actually don't
idea,
think they
I
do.
mean, esports in general, pretty dorky. They're sitting there with their controller in their hands, or they're sitting at a computer, and But you have people set up, and Peterson and I covered a number of esports events, and they can make it look pretty epic when you're sitting there. You got your cans on your head, you got your fucking whole rig, your computer, and all the lights behind you, and the big screen and everything. If you are sitting there with a little phone in your hand, how do you not look like the biggest dork ass loser?
Dude, your AirPods and your phone, and you're just like sitting there.
You look like just some kid on the train.
You just look like you look like every
You
other
just
guy.
look like an average Hitler.
Any one of those guys could be Hitler. We don't know.
There could be a Hitler right next to you on the bus. You don't know. Fucking Hitler. Fuck.
Kudos.
Some positivity. Stip it down.
Yeah. And
It's
we've
drinking
been having
temperature.
fun. It was kind of negative, but like we weren't that negative.
No, it was,
We've had way worse news weeks than this.
even much worse.
Like we come out of the news sometimes all bummed out and mad. We're just like, why are we even doing this
It's
anymore?
like feel like you need a shower sometimes. But no, this one was good. I have a Fudos, and I was so pleasantly surprised by this. I got a hankering for Little Caesars pizza, as I do basically all the fucking time.
Nope.
I know Peterson hates it, which honestly just kind of makes it taste better.
Oh my gosh. You sound like a real Patrick right now.
So I went to Little Caesars and I remembered seeing some form of advertising, which I don't see a lot of, but I must have snuck in through all the firewalls, that they have a Fantastic Four branded pizza, which when I think of the Fantastic Four and I think of collaboration, I think pizza. They're always house and pizza. That's what they're known for.
Is that what they do?
Wait.
That
was the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, wait.
What the fuck is Fantastic Four doing on a pizza? So Little Caesars has a Fantastic Four pizza. It's a normal large pizza, but it has four different. It's one is
split into quadrants.
One is cheese. One is pepperoni and jalapenos. One is pepperoni. and one is sausage. I probably got that mostly right.
Classic cheese, pepperoni, Italian sausage and bacon, pepperoni and jalapeno.
Bacon.
Those were the two.
That's what was missing, and the bacon was fucking there. So I go and get one of these, not knowing what to expect. I generally don't order the promotional items in fast food anymore because I work in fast food, and I know the promotional items kind of drive us nuts, and we don't like making them all the time, and so you don't always get the best quality. I mean, you do at my store.
Okay. Well, no order the promo stuff at JD's Crave Cookies. We learned that. He's probably going to spit on it.
I'm going to spit on it. I'm bitter that you ordered the thing on the menu.
I don't have to pay extra for that because you've been making me pay extra for that.
You get it for free, buddy.
Like, hey, can I get that? Can I, you know what I want? I want the JD special.
I want you to spit in my mouth.
He's like, that's going to cost a little extra. I didn't know you did it for free.
Okay, lay on the floor. So this pizza, they didn't spit on it, I don't think, and they made it perfectly. I open it up, and it looks like 4 different things, 4 quadrants, and on top of everything, the cheese isn't just a cheese. There's like, does it say on the thing you're looking at? It has like seasoning on it. Like
there's extra. Have you had their Z pack? Do you know what that is? Okay, next time you go, ask for a Z pack, and it's a packet of seasonings that you can put on your Little Caesars.
Well,
pizza.
I'm getting those because dude, it actually elevated the shit out of it. It went from just a cheese pizza to like a legit one. So yeah, that you guys get it. And Pearson, did you say your son works at the Caesars now, and he has to make this thing?
Yeah, he hates it. They all hate it.
Like making it.
Yeah,
they clearly didn't hate making it at the place I went. They liked it. So, Fantastic Four pizza. If you like Little Caesars already, it was only an extra $1, I think. Maybe it was not that much extra.
No, it's not like significantly more.
It was fucking good. It was good. It's cool to get a mix. It's cool to get a mix because sometimes I want to cheese
Honestly,
pizza.
I appreciate that though. Like, because I don't love. My son works at Little Caesars, and we eat so much Little Caesars pizza. That's probably like I hate it even more.
I didn't realize he's always
like I want to mix it up. Every shift he'll bring one home, and like we don't even finish them. Like the other day, I came home and there was a half of a pizza sitting on the counter. I just threw it away.
Yeah, that's my house with Crave Cookies. There's always like a box or 2 of Crave Cookies, and they're only half eaten. And I open up one, and I'm like, ugh, how long have those been there? Garbage. Yeah, because I bring home Crave Cookies every shift. Yeah, how about you, Peterson?
There's a couple in the chat. I'll just go through them really quickly. Let's see. Patrick says, kudos to the random stray cat that has adopted my patio as her house and asks for pets every day as I leave for work.
So jealous.
Perfect. I asked what the cat's name is. He said Anastasia Romanov.
Romanov. Good luck. If you want to keep Anastasia, that cat around.
Anastasia. My neighbor's cats come and eat off of our side patio all the time, and I just pet them. They come like in the winter, they'll just sit there, and I'll open the door, and they walk in about 10 feet, and then they're like, I don't know you, and they run out real quick, like they get all scared. But
my whole property smells like dogs, so I never get
the cats are like, stay away from the murder dogs. And then Abby said Korean TV shows to her. Kudos. I don't know, I don't know if there's any specific ones, but I know my kids have been watching K-pop Demon Hunters, and they're obsessed with it. It's a cartoon.
I was picking up my nephew at the pool last week, and a little girl came up to me and just stared at me. I think she was trying to read my shirt. You know, kids get way too fucking close to you, and just stares at me.
Yeah.
And I was wearing it's a Space Jam tank top.
Nice.
So it's a Toon Squad.
Yeah.
And so she comes up and stares at me. I was like, why is she staring at me? And she goes, what's that say? After like, a good minute of staring, she said, what does that say? It says Toon Squad. Like Looney Tunes? It's from Space Jam. Speaking of foreign language.
Who is this old guy?
I know. I was like, yeah, you ever heard of Looney Tunes? She goes, no, I only watch Demon Hunters. That's what she called it.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Not K-pop Demon Hunters. I only watched Demon Hunters. And I was like, out of context, that sounds pretty badass.
You're like, dude, this little girl is crazy. Like, does she want to hang out though? Because she sounds dope.
You want to go watch Demon Hunters together? I'll just leave my nephew here.
I'll watch Demon Hunters. He'll watch. Like we don't even care.
I only watch Demon Hunters. Apparently, it's good. I don't know.
Yeah, my kids love it.
Oh, Andrew Lawrence gives kudos to Superman. I
The new
haven't seen
movie.
it. I think
I
I'm gonna go
know.
see it in theaters, and I never see movies in theaters.
I think we'll go see. I'm gonna go see it too. So we will probably give it kudos when I see it because I've only heard good things about it.
I love when a movie gets good word of mouth. I feel like it's few and far between these days.
Yes, it is.
Where usually you just hear like a big movie, a big blockbuster movie came out, and everyone's like, sucked. Fuck that.
Stupid.
But this one
Losing
didn't
money.
have a ton of hyper buzz, just a couple trailers from what I saw.
In fact, the buzz
he's not
was
on a
probably
pizza.
worse.
There's not a Superman pizza.
Why don't they have a Superman pizza?
Makes me think the Fantastic Four is gonna suck.
Because they got a Little Caesars pizza and
Because they had to put their movie on a pizza.
Yeah,
does not bode
on the
well.
worst pizza. Okay, so I have a quick kudos. I went and saw a movie in the theaters. I went and saw F1, the movie, the Formula One movie. It was good. Brad Pitt is in it. I mean, Brad Pitt's always great. He just get a little older, so he's a little less boyishly handsome. You know, that rugged boy.
Yeah, he's not giving me as many insecurities anymore on screen.
Yeah,
I really like it.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
I
oh look,
appreciate it.
you're old now. You have flaws.
You like me.
No one's gonna think about you while they're fucking me now.
Well,
I
mean, I think about him while I'm having sex with other people, so it's like, you know.
I think about him at every Coldplay concert I go to. Look, we're gonna ride that joke into the ground.
Whose
it's
arms
so
would be nice wrapped around me? Brad Pitt.
We're doing the Coldplay bit all episode long. Sorry,
so
guys.
You think you're Brad Pitt? That don't impress me much. She says that on that
Coldplay.
song.
I don't know if you guys knew that was a Coldplay original right there.
No, we went and saw F1. It's good. It's a Formula One movie. It's Brad Pitt is an older like racer, and he's got a buddy who he used to race with who has a company, and they need a new driver, and so they bring him in as like they have two drivers. They bring him in as the other driver. And he's the guy he's partnered with, or his other driver for the company is a young guy, young cocky guy, and there's a little bit of conflict between them, but it's good. It's really good. It was a good watch. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know much about it going into it. I had heard some good things and some negative things. I liked it a lot. So if you have a chance, see F1. It's not a must-see in the theater type of movie. It's fine if you wait for it to come out, but I really, really, really liked it.
Nice.
Okay.
Top 10. Take it from the top. Top 10. Don't stop.
All right. We're banging through the list. We only have one more email left, and then Peterson's got to sift through his grab bag collection.
Yes, Steve, I've got something in there. It is not organized.
Yeah. But for now,
how did you know? I'm a very organized person.
I think my first clue was the background.
What,
that you haven't moved your computer from its temporary home in 6 months now?
It doesn't matter how many months it's been, JD.
What's that other office like now? Is it just like completely filled with cobwebs?
My kids use it sometimes
to fart in.
I'm sure they fart in it sometimes, but there's the other computer in there, so they play computer in there. They like the computer out here because on nights when we record, I kick them out. Like, oh, I can't play games with my friends anymore. Anyway, this isn't about me. This isn't about me. What are we talking about?
This is about Abby.
Okay,
who I know is listening now, and we've finally come around to Abby's top 10. You want to spin it, Peterson?
Hers is in a voicemail, so we get to hear once again Abby's tiny little voice.
Perfect, and I'll try to keep up with the top 10 here.
Okay.
Hey, this is Abs. I am voicemailing my list. It's not in any order. I will try to be short. First one is Fable. If you've ever played it, it's amazing.
Fable.
The choices actually deeply affect the game and your appearance, which is pretty cool. The choices are actually hard. It's not like, oh, this is easy. I sat there and struggled with some of them. Another one is Age of Empires 2. My nerdy older brother got me into that when I was young, and first strategy game I ever really gotten into. The other one's Roller Coaster Tycoon. I wasn't allowed to play Sims, so I spent a lot of time playing that game. Star Fox, because, well, it's Star Fox, and it's amazing. Sayonara Wild Hearts. That game is beautiful and musical and colorful and everything an ADHD girl would like, like me. DDR, because it's dancing and it's fun, and yeah. Fallout New Vegas, another great game, great story. Love the vibe, love the world, love the companions. Telltale Games, The Walking Dead Season 1. I fell in love with the story, and I know the choices didn't deeply impact the end of the game, only minor things, but it was the journey. And Season 1 made me bawl like a baby. Another choice game, Until Dawn, that one had me on edge. And you could easily get people killed in that one. And it was very horror film, tropey, teenagers going to a cabin in the woods. And then last one is Oblivion / Skyrim, because I can't really pick one. Oblivion was the first open world game that I played on my own console, and it was eye-opening. And then when Skyrim got released, I immediately got that. That was the first big game that I bought that wasn't a cheap game from GameStop. And that is my list. Bye.
I love that list.
It's a good list.
It's so much variety, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes some of the lists that we've gotten have been very themed or on brand for the listener. But Abby's is all over the place, from Roller Coaster Tycoon to DDR to Fallout New Vegas. I mean,
yeah,
that is so awesome.
So I just have to say this real quick. At the beginning, she says, "I'm going to be a little short." You don't have to say that. You are a little short, Abby.
Nice thing.
No, this is. I think this is indicative of Abby, to be honest. She is, the list is kind of all over the place, and Abby she's she's our ADHD, our crazy Discord member, and we love her. So, do we want to go through these?
Yeah, let's go through. First one was Fable.
Great game. I mean, did anyone else have this in their top 10?
I want to say yes, but let me check. Fable 2, Agrilord had Fable 2.
Yeah, okay. Because Fable is what's funny? I played it, loved it, and it's one of those games that for some reason I just kind of forget about all the time, and then people bring it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that game was dope. So I'm good with this one.
Yeah. Then we've got Age of Empires 2, which has
Terrible
been
game.
on a number
Terrible
of people's
game.
lists, except for mine.
I know is the person who we thought it would be on was
keep you
not
guys guessing.
On.
That's my jam. Always keep you guessing. Roller Coaster Tycoon, which was this one on anyone else's? No,
I don't think so.
But I feel like people this age, millennials, Roller Coaster Tycoon was the ultimate time waste game. Everyone had this or had a friend that had this, and you just sit for hours just building dumb roller coasters and stuff, sending people into pits of fire.
It wasn't my favorite tycoon game, but I can see why people like it. It was I liked Zoo Tycoon and stuff like that a little bit better, but Roller Coaster Tycoon, I know people are just so into it, and they just spend so much time making these.
Yeah, I mean, just a time sink game. Star Fox. Abby, was this Star Fox 64 or Star Fox on the SNES? Like, which Star Fox was this? I assume
I was guessing 64, but I don't know.
that's what I always think.
That was
but
the
then
big
you
one.
remember that there were younger ones or older ones, I should say. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Now, I've heard of this game. I know nothing about it. Do you know anything about it?
Not a lot. I think I looked into it. Let me look real quick. Sayonara Wild Hearts. I looked into this. Oh yeah, I remember Abby talking about this game before. That's why. It's very like neon. It's got that like neon look, and the reviews on this game are
64.
insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a rhythm music game if I remember correctly.
Oh, so right there with her next one, DDR.
Yeah, which I guess Abby likes to dance. So
Not surprising.
we should do a dance. I wish DDR was still like popular, so we can be like, all right, everyone has to post a video of them doing DDR because that would be hilarious.
That would be good. Fallout New Vegas. This has been the most popular Fallout game, I think, of all of our listeners.
It's just so good. I think this was on my list, and it was like, this game is just so good. I want this is what I want Fallout 5 to be. I just want it to be like this again, like have that feel. Plus, I want to go back to Vegas, gamble.
The G word, there it is again.
Oh my gosh, I'll be right
back. Telltale Games Walking Dead Season 1. I've heard about this one being like, there were other good seasons, but this one was kind of the high water mark.
This was Telltale Games' biggest game. They had a bunch that like were big, but they're Walking
Dead. They were like
ones,
chasing this high the whole time, right?
Yes, this was the one. This was the one that like kept them going for years.
Yeah. Until Dawn. I also don't know anything about this one.
I'm sure I've looked at it before. Hold on. Until Dawn. Oh, I don't know this game. Interesting.
Patrick said it's a great game to play with friends and let people play as different characters. I love a game like that.
It looks horrifying. And actually that's very on brand for Abby as well. She loves horror.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised she only has one horror game on here because that's like her favorite thing.
Well, and Telltale or Walking Dead. I think
that kind of, I guess.
And then the last one, Oblivion / Skyrim.
You got to pick one. Pick one. Yeah,
I love that you can choose. You'd think that I don't know. I don't hear that a lot. I think most people when Skyrim arrived, they're like, "Oh, fuck this." Like but you know, that's how I am with Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Like, yeah, they're both great, but I got to pick 3. Some people like the older ones. So it just spoke to them. So I think
I did play Oblivion and Skyrim. I did everything. Like I finished all the missions that I had that I could find. I did in both of them. So I'm kind of with her on this one. Like I enjoyed them both like the same. I didn't like play one and be like, this is so much better. I just liked them both.
Yeah. So solid list, Abby. That was fantastic. I don't know if we've gotten that much of a grab bag from any of our other listeners.
I know. I'm trying to think. There was a couple really random ones, I think.
Yeah. Maybe Agrolords was random, but I let it slide. I didn't notice because it was just basically my list.
It was the same.
I wasn't even paying attention. Cool. Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. That is Abby's top 10. We'll have, I don't know, probably got a month left and then we're all wrapped up.
Yeah, I think we only have a few more. I can think of a couple I think that we have. So
but yeah, big shout out to everyone that sent them in so far. Like this is enjoyable. This has been so fun to me.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you guys have any ideas of other things to do, like, because we were talking, like, how do we do another kind of themed thing to get all of our guest stars back on, you know, in that way. So if you guys have any cool ideas, shoot them our way. We're always open to ideas.
Dice of destiny.
All right, Dice of Destiny is this game we play with a 20-sided dice. There's 20 different game genres assigned to it. We roll that dice. We roll a 6-sided dice to see how much money we can spend on it, and then we find a person. A person picks a game in that genre for that price, plays it and reviews it. Last week, I rolled a Steam top 10 title in like new and trending.
New and trending list.
Yeah, and I could spend $30 on it. And I waited till today because I wanted it to be right at the moment of decision. And I picked...
Okay, don't try to church it up. Don't try to make it sound good.
I was lazy.
He was like, I didn't look.
I was waiting for it to surface more porn games.
He was checking it every day, and he's like, I just wait a couple more days to see if something else comes out. So,
Yeah.
and Milky Way Space Orgasm came out.
Space Orgasm
So
is not the game I chose.
What?
I know. Instead, I chose a game called Who's at the Door. It was $5. It is a horror game, which I'm never like going out of my way to play horror games. But I watched the trailer of this. Scary as shit. The trailer scared the shit out of me.
I was like, oh, I don't like this. But it's like a pretty short game. And we got some big games coming out this week that like we were playing, right? And so...
Yeah. No, I ain't got time for a long game. So this is the shortest game on the list. And so I got forced into playing.
Will you stream it when you play it?
Oh, yeah. I'll stream it on our Discord.
Put it on our Discord.
Yeah, you guys
because like
watch me get the shit scared out of me.
I do want to see this. I do want to
look this up. It's called Who's at the Door. If the trailer doesn't spook you, I don't think you can be scared because it is spooky.
I know there was times I was like, oh,
ugh.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
The premise is that you are just in an apartment or something and people are knocking on the door intermittently, and you have to decide if it's a real person or if you need to take, or if you're hallucinating and you need to take some drugs. I guess that's the premise.
Honestly, you probably should just take drugs.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, that's it. We had quite the party. We had Abby. We had Patrick, Andrew. Who else was in here? Who jumped on our Discord?
Phil was in for a little bit.
Here. Yeah. So thanks to everyone who jumped into our Discord. Thanks to everyone who sent in a top 10 so far. And to play us out, we've got I'd Love to Change the World by 10 Years After.
Snorgle was here.
Oh, yeah. Snorgle was here. All right, guys, that's it. Great sode. Probably. I don't know. You guys
really mid-tier sode.
Really just right in the middle.
That's what we're aiming for, to be honest. We've never aimed higher than middle. So
yeah, because we're never disappointed. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I'm JD logging off.
And this is Peterson going AFK. All right.